YouTube? There's BUB'S Comics coming at you with a quick comic haul. What we have today is just absolutely amazing. I don't know how to describe it. It's just fantastic. I can't believe it. So what we got going on today is we got winnings from Man Cave Comics. He had a 69 subscriber giveaway. So I won, somebody else won, and there weren't that many entries. So, you know, these smaller contests, these smaller channels, you got to support him. He's an awesome channel. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to show off a couple of books that I also picked up. I put them in together. So here's my haul for this week, and then also my winnings from that contest. So first I'll show off, of course, I got my cool Gypsy Danger. Thanks so much for that. I got the Immortal Hulk. This is my favorite version of the Fantastic Four. Of course, because it's got Wolverine in it. But I just like the Hulk, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Ghost Rider. I think that's a very, very cool Fantastic Four. And we got the Incredible Hulk facsimile edition, #1. So really enjoying that. A little bit further away camera angle. I've been finding that some of the videos are a little less clear. And I think it's because the camera's so close that it can't focus far enough away. It can't get a good shot. So we'll see how this goes. Don't know if I like it, and kind of see my laptop in the background. You know, my Batman USB flashing. So we'll see how that goes. Up first, we have actually a reprint. So we've got Detective Comics number, I can never remember the number, 359. You know, numbers like 180, 181, they just roll right off the tongue, you know. But the Detective Comics 359, I can never remember the number of this book. So I have the real one. This one is the reprint, of course, and the reason that I got this was because now, guess what? I'm free to slab the reprint if I want. I'm free to slab the real thing if I want. So, and this looks absolutely beautiful. So really, really like that. Again, these are books that I bought. We'll get to Man Cave Comics winning in a minute. Then we got Batgirl Adventures #12. Actually, Batman Adventures #12, of course. Y'all remember just last week I picked up the real one of this. So super awesome to have that. So that one's definitely going into the slab pile. The real one, that is. And then next we have the Purple Man True Believers #1. So this is actually Daredevil number, was it 5 maybe, or 3 or 4? Maybe it's 4. But in any case, it's a reprint, and I also have the real one of that. So that's why I pick up these reprints, is that I can kind of, gives me more freedom to slab the other ones. Here is Incredible Hulk 180 reprint, the first appearance of Wolverine. You can leave your comments below. So another fantastic book there. And I have my original up there, so I'll be looking forward to seeing. I don't know if I'm going to slab that one, but I might. So we'll see. Then we have some Wonder Woman #750. This one is the Joshua Middleton variant. It says 1940s, but it's the Joshua Middleton variant. I really like that. I think it looks really good. Of all the kind of homage variants that they did, I like this one the best. And I picked up, of course, the Adam Hughes variant. And it's not that I didn't like all the other ones. Actually, I thought that of all the variant sets that have come out for these milestone editions, I thought that they got Wonder Woman. They did Wonder Woman the best. I thought that the Superman run was very good, but I didn't like the Detective Comics at all. I thought that run were all pretty much lackluster covers. But I really liked the Wonder Woman set. I think that they really knocked it out of the park on this. There's the Adam Hughes, and I also have the exclusive Adam Hughes variant on order. So it'll be here, they say, in 46 weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. And then last of the books that I picked up, not counting the winnings, is Batman #181, the first appearance of Poison Ivy. This book has been fixed up since I got it. So what happened is that I actually, so quick story on this, right? I bought one copy of this book seller made, I had made an offer to the seller. It was way below what the sale price was for the book or what they were asking for it on eBay. I made an offer and the seller accepted. That was not this book. It was a lower grade copy of this book. Well, later in the evening, the same evening after I accepted the offer or after the seller accepted my offer, another book that was on my watch list, I got sent a private offer. Okay? And the private offer was at a significant discount. It was still more than I had paid for the other book, but this book the guy was asking for a very good price. It was like $30 less than it was listed for. Otherwise, I would have bought this book outright because it was in better condition. So what I did was I got back to that seller and I made a counteroffer because I already owned a copy of the book, so I hated to buy it twice, right? So I made a counteroffer, and the counteroffer was pretty clear. I just said, you know what, I'll give you this. And what I offered him was the same amount that I had paid for the other one. So I basically made the same offer, and the guy accepted. This book is in significantly better condition than the other one, although the other one I was able to fix up pretty well. But this one was in better condition, so I picked this one up, and I kept this one, and I sold the other one. So that's how that works. And I got back pretty much everything I had in the other one. So my goal wasn't to get all my money back on the other one. I was just happy to pass that one along to a community member. My hope was to get enough to make up the difference on this one, because I would have bought this one almost at the buy it now price. I was very close, even though it was significantly higher than the other copy I had. But once the guy came down on this and I was able to negotiate a little bit more, I mean, when you get those offers that they say, oh, the seller's making a one-time offer to anyone who's watching this book, you can counter that offer. And if worst case scenario they don't accept the counter, then the other offer that they sent to you is still valid. So you can still take that too. So very, very cool. I think I'm gonna double check that one. So Batman 181, super, super excited to have this book. So here's what happens when you get a big book like this, and I can't tell you how happy. Oh, and it's missing the pinup. So there's no pinup. So technically it's incomplete. It's missing the pinup, but the pinup is of Batman and Robin, and I don't really need two dudes on a pinup anyway. So, so anyway, normally when you get a book that awesome, that's going to be your top book of the week. I mean, this should be the end of the haul. But Man Cave Comics, I gotta tell you, this guy, wait till you see what he sent. So, he had a 69 subscriber giveaway. I entered. I was very happy to have entered. A few other people entered too, but overall, it didn't seem like very many people had entered, which I was glad to see that he didn't get discouraged. Because I remember when I had my first contest entry or my first sub video, and I really thought, man, everyone's gonna wanna participate in this. I'm gonna get 100 entries, and you get so excited because things are rolling along. You're picking up subs and everything, and I really thought everything was just gonna explode, but it didn't. I got far fewer entries than I thought I would. I got a good size number of entries, but I thought I would get a lot more. And so it's easy to get discouraged when you're doing these types of contest entries when you're a newer channel, or I don't want to say a newer collector, because obviously, Man Cave Comics has been collecting for a while. There's no way you can have that type of quality collection without that. But I tell you, when you get to that point that you're ready to do some subscriber giveaways, don't be discouraged. Even if you get 5 or 10 entries, just be happy with the entries you got, follow through, and give the people what you said you would, and do all that. And that's what Man Cave did, so I appreciate that. I don't know if I won the top prize necessarily, but I won the number 1 prize, right? Which was because I was the first name chosen, and it was this Captain America number 109. And you say, but Bub, we just saw you open one of those not too long ago, and that's true. I actually had a Cap 109 that I bought just a couple of weeks ago, much, much lower grade. This is 7.5. I would have called the other one, I don't know. It was still a good book, but it was missing a corner here. Other than that, it was pretty much perfect. But this one's much, much, much better. I mean, ridiculously better condition. And it's funny, I had only had that book about a week when I found out that I had won this contest. So I went ahead and sold it sight unseen. I hadn't seen this book. Now, Man Cave showed off 2 books that he was going to be sending to me, and this was one of the ones that he showed off, so I was super excited. I don't know that he ever really said what the prizes were going to be. I don't recall that he did when he did the setup. He said it was going to be a couple of slabs, and a lot of times I don't enter very many contests because I got a ton of books, and if someone's just going to send me a box of random stuff, I honestly, I don't want it. Like, I don't have the room in my collection for it. There might be a couple of winners in there, but then I got to move the rest, and there's other people who, I remember a time in my collecting where a random box of books would have been freaking awesome. So, but I'm not really there right now, so I'm happy to have more targeted books. So when someone shows the prize, I'm more apt to get it, or to do a video. But in this case, it was Man Cave Comics. He's been supporting my channel. I've been supporting his channel. He's freaking awesome. And if you don't know him, go check him out. So he put out Captain America 109, the 7.5. Just absolutely freaking awesome book. Man, I just love it, love it, love it. So I had total faith in him that he was going to deliver that to me, and I actually sold my other copy before this one ever came in. So the two never met each other. So like the ex-girlfriend, the new girlfriend, they didn't like walk through the doorway at the same time. You know, now the bed wasn't cold. There's no doubt the sheets did not get cold, but they still didn't see each other going in and out the door, and that's important. So I even shipped the other one out of a different post office. So here's another book that he sent along, and I knew that he was going to send. And I was super excited to get this. It's Turok, Son of Stone. And now, this may not be a big book, but I liked... You forget how old some of these Dells are. So this one's from 1957. And it's just really cool. Painted cover. Really, really cool. It's made by Morris Galoob is what I would call it. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it. 5.0, but who cares about the grade? But that's pretty decent grade even for 57. Some chipping on the side. It's pretty cool. I didn't have any Turok. I know that he's a big Turok fan. So very cool. Now I did have the video game. I remember having the Turok video game. I was terrible at it. But other than that, Wrigley's Gum advertisement on the back. I actually started looking at the advertisement for quite a while earlier. Very cool. I like it. And I tell you, this is the kind of thing where I would never have bought this for myself. I would have never sought this out. But man, what a killer dinosaur on that. Isn't that cool? I just love that. That is really tough. So, I like it. Definitely going to keep it and remember this contest, because that is one of the cool things about doing these contest entries is you don't know what you're going to get a lot of times, and when you do, it's something you would never get for yourself. So what a great way to get it, because you wouldn't buy it. Super cool. I love it, and it reminds me of Man Cave because he's into Turok, so that's pretty neat. I hope y'all are ready for this. So he sent me this, and I know I've been talking all this time, but I'm still pretty speechless about it. I just can't believe that he sent this book. And I also want to mention the packaging was great. I know he was worried. I don't think he's ever mailed out any books before. So he was looking for any kind of criticism or construction. I had none. The price looked good that he paid for it. He had 3 slabs in there, and I've got bubble wrap to ship out for a year probably. He put so much bubble wrap in there. I don't know. I won't end up in a landfill. I'll ship a bunch of books with it because there's a ton of bubble wrap in there. But anyway, he sent this book, and man, I'm speechless. I'm absolutely floored. It's Exciting Comics number 63. This is the Canadian edition because it has it's from Better Publications. So that's the Canadian version. Other than that, it's still an American price. That's still 10 cents American, but this was a distributor through Canada. So very cool. I just love it. It's from 1948, Alex Schomburg cover, and it's got the reverse Alex. If you can see that right there, it says XELA. So that's Alex spelled backwards to signify as a Schomburg cover. And just super duper cool. This is the kind of stuff I'm into. She's getting lassoed. She's got a knife and everything, but look at that guy lassoing her. And Schomburg was big on these like pants. A lot of times for the Jungle comics and stuff, he would draw a guy with pants like that. Super cool. It's a 4.5 grade. And you can tell it was sold on Comic Link at some point. I hate to put those stickers on there. It looks like somebody tried to get it off once and couldn't. Probably Man Cave. But I tell you, this book is dirty. Like, with my skills, and I'm not trying to tout them as being exceptional, but with the tools I use and the results that I get, I believe if I wanted to, I could CPR this book. That's crack, press, and resubmit from a 4 or 5 to a 6. I believe I could get a 6 on this book. It's got a little bit of a roll, but it's not one that you would fix, because if you notice, sometimes this is just something you get into when you collect a lot of Golden Age. You know what's going on. So you notice her dagger is all the way to the tip, and it actually goes past. And this isn't my usual, like, look at the detail on that rope. Like, that's not what I'm doing here. Look at the scabbard there, and look at, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm being serious here. So look at the look at where the point of that knife is, and you'll notice that it's just past the staple. So if you were to fix the spine roll on this, because you can see the back has kind of a, there's room for fixing a roll. It's rolled up forward a little bit. But if you were to fix that, you would lose some of the art. And that the tip of that knife, or whatever would be, the dagger, would be past the roll, and it would actually be on the back or the side of the comic. And you don't want that. So this is one of those cases where I would leave it alone, and I come across that a lot with some Golden Age books. But you could fix the spine roll on this, and it would actually get a better grade if you fix the spine roll on it. And then it's very dirty, so you could clean it. I know it doesn't come through as much on camera, but it's very dirty. It's still a fantastic version of the book and representation, but it could be cleaned easily into a 6. I believe it could be cleaned and pressed into a 6. Am I going to do that? Probably not. Just because I like the way it is. I like the history of the Golden Age books. A lot of times I don't clean on them as hard as I do like a Bronze Age book. A Bronze Age book I'll clean all day long. I don't care. I'll run it through the dishwasher. But Silver Age books I tend to clean very lightly. And I will press them. And Golden Age books, a lot of times I just leave them alone, or I'll just press them or give them a light cleaning. This I would do a pretty good cleaning on, but because it's so much white in there, I think you could really get it. But I'm not trying to harp on that too much. I'm just saying how much I enjoy this and I appreciate this. And even though it's a 4.5, which is pretty high for Golden Age, I believe I could get a 6 out of it. But maybe someday if I get bored. But I just absolutely love it. I'm just floored by it. Somebody even wrote 1948 where it says September. Someone wrote in pencil 1948. So it even has a little bit of writing. So, I mean, it's a 4 or 5. It could easily be a 6 with just a little bit of work. And it's just absolutely beautiful, man. This book is going up on the wall like tonight. Like, one of the reasons that I wanted to go ahead and film this the day that I got it was because I want to put that book on the wall tonight. I just can't believe it. Really above and beyond. And it's so weird. So, like, the book, I was so excited, this Cap 109. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that Cap 109. Woohoo, Oh, man, because I had just broke down and bought a low-grade copy because the high-grade copies were more expensive than more money than I wanted to pay for them. They looked nice. This looks nicer than most of the ones I looked at. But I just didn't want to pay the price, so I paid low and bought a low-grade copy just to have it in my collection. And then to have this come out, what luck. Like the only contest I've entered all year, and I end up winning it. And then we got the Turok, remind me of Man Cave, so that's going up for sure. Actually, I'm going to take this to work and display it at work. Because my work is kind of like a Man Cave also with comics and things. Sometime I'll do a little video and show that off. But absolutely love that. And then that to be the bonus book that you didn't even know you were going to get, it makes me wish that I opened the box live, but I'm glad I didn't, because there was about 17 pounds of bubble wrap in there. And you guys don't want to sit there. I mean, I got my trusty knife, I would have went through there and this is what I used to cut open the box and everything, but you guys don't want to see me hack and slash at one of Man Cave Comics packing jobs. I mean, it was a crap ton of bubble wrap, but everything came in perfect. No dings, no dents, no scratches, and he even included the bags to go with them. So, but I'll take them out of bags. I'll store them in bags, but I don't think any of these are getting stored. They're all going to get displayed. Man Cave, I can't thank you enough. Absolutely fantastic. Way above and beyond. He knows the kind of stuff I like, and this is it. I collect a lot of Planet Comics. I collect a lot of Golden Age. I have what I consider to be a respectable Golden Age collection. You know, somewhere between 20 and 30 books, and and they're all kind of good girl art and science fiction. And he knows what I like, and he knows that I would love this, and I do. I absolutely do. I'm totally floored. I still can't believe it. I'm in total shock. It's absolutely awesome. I love it. So Alex Schomburg for the win, and it's my first Golden Age Schomburg. I have a relatively modern Schomburg. I have a Silver Age Schomburg. But I did not have a Golden Age Schomburg. So now I do. It's absolutely beautiful. Thanks again. I appreciate it. And I know this video ran long. I don't care. I hope you all stayed to the end to get to see this, because I love it. Thanks again, man. I appreciate you. And everyone sub him up and check out Man Cave Comics. And to a larger degree, go out there and support channels that are under 100 subs. I'm sure he's over that now. But, you know, check out channels that have under 100 subs. And there's a lot of, you know, growing gems out there. You can go and just check those out. And he's definitely one of them. So check out Man Cave Comics. Thanks again. And we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. And remember, read a comic and don't apologize. Woo, that's a good one. For the glare. Bye-bye.